Hello YouTube, this is Intuitive Retta. How are you? I'm glad to be back. I'm feeling a lot better. For about 2.5 weeks there, I was taking like 6 pills a day, meaning like 4 day quills and 2 night quills at night. For about almost 3 weeks. I was wheezing a lot, coughing a lot, but now I'm coughing occasionally. I have an occasional wheeze, but it's nothing like it was before. So I'm feeling better. So if I do cough anytime through this, I apologize. I'm just getting back to myself. I'm doing a reading on Canada and Justin Trudeau. I might do some world events later on, but I'm just going to do Justin Trudeau in Canada and trying to understand what's going on. If you remember my reading from Joe Biden, the monthly reading on Joe Biden, I talked about the truckers, and I seen that this month they were going to walk away. And we're seeing that. I didn't look into why they were going to walk away, which probably maybe I should have, but the time constraints. But I did see that they were going to walk away, and we've seen that. So I want to see a lot of other things. If you, please make sure you subscribe, click the notification button, make sure you comment below, and like this video. If you would like your own personal reading, contact me at intuitiveretta@gmail.com. I'll also put below if you want to continue to donate to this channel for coffee, or give me a tip for coffee or something. I'll have my links to my PayPal and my Cash App below. So I want to talk about Canada real fast. Canada is a very feminine energy country. I try to look in many different places that had Canada became, like they're saying, July 1st, 1867. If there's any Canadians out there that are saying something different, this is what I've researched, and so far I found. I do the numerology, and it's an Empress country. So it means that this country is full of abundance. It's like a mother energy, a warmth energy. It has a lot of resources. The country has bountiful resources. It should be like a lot of abundance to gain, and she's willing to give up her abundance and share. There's a lot of creativity energy for Canadians. The country in itself. Also, with there's moments of Canadian where things don't move, that things kind of feel the same. And it's kind of gets stagnant. Maybe this is a time where things were getting stagnant. And also, Canada likes to be, recognized by the world. It also, once it starts something, it likes to complete. That's the energy of that country. This year, I wish I would have looked at Canada's numerology. This year was the Hierophant and the Temperance. So that means law and order coming down. Law, order. So this was the year of 2002 of law and order. Rules, regulations, organization, everything it is. And also, even with the people organizing, the rulers organizing, and people's temperance, in balance. There's like some bipolarish going on in everybody's, behaviors, mannerisms, temperaments. It's kind of like an imbalance going on within the energy of that country right now. I'm worried about next year, because the next year for Canada, the energy of that country is the Lovers and Devil. Means that choices, the choices that are being made, the relationships that Canada decides to have is going to come into play. Also, the Devil, that means the ego. It means all the bad vices that's going on in Canada, the energy around it. It's going to come, it's going to, all the things that maybe they wanted to push away or problem that are coming up, it's going to kind of flare. So I'm worried about Canada this year and next year, and even 2024. I don't know how long Justin Trudeau is the Prime Minister, but even 2024 is like the energy is, it could be good or it could be bad. It's the Chariot, meaning that stubbornness, going full steam ahead, damn the consequences. Things may, go in chaos, blow up, go in chaos, and get destroyed, meaning that maybe the old rules may be destroyed. But once that tower event happens, I always look at, yeah, things look like, you know, chaos and whatever, but from that chaos, something new can emerge. So hopefully we're looking at that. So now we're going to look at Justin Trudeau. He has the same energy as Biden. He's a feminine energy. He's the high priestess, justice, and judgment. I always say the justice and judgment. People think it's about, oh, you know, they like the, you know, they're, no, they are very religious in their own, meaning that not necessarily your religion, whatever they are religious to, or their thoughts or decrees or whatever, that's what they believe in. That's what their judgment, whatever judgment they make, they determine the justice. So you can see that he didn't like, you know, we see that in the public eye. He didn't like the truckers, so he wanted justice. You know, he wanted the full state down on them, the police down on them. That's his idea of what justice is. Whereas Black Lives Matter, who was a little bit more aggressive, and you know, especially here in America, I don't know what Black Lives did there. I know they did some, they messed up some statues. I don't know if they burned anything down, but here, and I'm not necessarily saying it was all Black Lives Matter. I'm thinking that there was bad Antifa mixed in with the Black Lives Matter, that, you know, just like what they did to January 6th, where there's a small part of them that kick stuff off and stuff like that. So this year is his strength in the stars. So all he had to do is endure. So I'm telling every Canadian citizen, do not let him endure this year. Come down on your, I don't know what they are for you guys. Here it's our Senate and Congress. I don't know what your parliament fixtures, I don't know what they are. But you guys got to make your voices heard. Go to your local government factions, you know, the local people, and make your voices known. Because you guys got to come down on Justin Trudeau this year. Because if you don't come down on this year, and next year, he can reinvent himself in 2024. So these next 2 years are really bad for him, and all he has to do is endure this year and isolate himself next year, and he can come out on top in 2024. So what you guys need to do is don't give him a break. Don't give him a break. You guys are going to have to. I heard people, the truckers, the best thing for all the truckers to do is all stay home. Nobody goes to work. And kind of shut down that country. You guys got to kind of push your will and make your leaders, your local leaders, be aware of what you're feeling and make them vote how you want them to vote. Because if not, he's gonna reinvent himself come 2024. So I want to see Justin Trudeau. So I'm going to do like how I do Biden. I'm going to see what's on his mind, his administration, and his family. Because I'm nosy like that. I'm using this. Hopefully this deck will work good for him. I don't think I've ever done a reading on Trudeau. Have I? I don't think I've paid Canada much attention. And I'm not really concerned with Ukraine. I might just do a reading on like current events and stuff. I'm more concerned with like Mexico and Canada and our borders and so forth, because that is what's closer to home. I think Ukraine, I think that's just our corrupt government is messing with Ukraine, and I don't want no parts of it. Ukraine and Russia need to figure whatever they need to figure out. So Justin Trudeau. So I'm going to do Justin Trudeau. I'm going to do 3 cards where his brain is, where his mind is, what's on his mind, his administration, and then his home life. And then I want to do a card for the energy around him, and then the energy around the people. So the energy around Justin Trudeau. What's going on with him? What's going on with him? And then around the Canadian people. Okay. So let me see. The Canadian people, nostalgia. Y'all are kind of reminiscent of how things used to be. So right now you guys are in a dark place, but you guys are seeing light. You know, this is the month of the strength and the star. You know, so you guys just have to endure too. You guys remember how things were when things were better, when money was better, when you guys were celebrating things and you guys were wiser, but you guys are feeling like there's dark times, but in them dark times you're seeing, you know, light. Let's see the energy around Trudeau. Kindred spirits. So there's someone, he's like embracing and coming to fruition with kindred spirit. He's only he wants to only be bothered right now with people that think like him and are like him and have the same, you know, transition as he does. So what's on his mind? He's a fool. He's done things that he hasn't done before, or he could be the first. Like he doesn't. But with the Fool, you know, the Fool comes a lot of different things. But he just made this unprecedented place where he's never did before. Is he going to fall on his face? Is everybody looking at him like a clown? Is this all going to fall on his face? Are the people going to remain loyal to him? This is what's on his mind, because he just endured something. He just put something in place, and he's doing something that's never been kind of done before. And people are kind of looking at him foolishly, and is kind of reminds me of Humpty Dumpty. Is he going to have a great fall? That's what he's thinking of. He's also Four Blades. He put up these fences. Is there still fences around Parliament and stuff between them and us? So it's like he's standing his ground, and he put up a fence. So he's not, and I'm also looking at this as that, I think that's going to be a problem. The unnamed soldier, that whole memorial, I think that's going to be a problem for him. I don't know why, but that's the first thing. When I'm looking at this, I'm looking at like a memorial. Also a fence of them and us. And he's standing his ground. You know, he feels successful. I also feel there's a financial aspect going on. I find that there's some money in why he's doing this and fencing them off, them and us, them and us. I also see something. All the bodies aren't buried. See that leg coming up? See that leg coming up? Something wants to come out. And he's worried about that coming out to the thing. Procession. Look at this. These are the people. The people are going to the streets. And he's worried about the people. He's worried about, you know, the people coming together. Not just, you know, conservatives. He's worried about all the groups coming together and going to the street. So that is on his mind. That is on his mind. So did his decision to fence off them and us, is it coming to, he's worried about, that scares the crap out of him. The procession, the people come into the streets. And I think it's going to be more than just truckers. I think it's going to be like 3 factions are coming together. His administration, security, they're all trying to, they're loyal. He has like 9 people that are loyal to him, that believe in the same thing. Remember I said kindred spirits? He has like 9 people. See, this is what Trump needs. Trump needs loyalists around him. Trudeau has loyalists in the administration around him. He has loyalists. So whatever he dictates, they're loyal and they're ready to go and fight. They're, you know, this part of their standing their ground. Standing their ground. I'm telling you, all his wishes and everything, he has a loyalist and they are ready to attack. Look at La Force, in force. Look at this. This is lines. This is lines. This is the strength month. They're ready to attack in force. Their loyalty is ready to put force. They're ready to put their administration. They're ready to put their force on people. On people. They're standing right besides Trudeau. He has like 9 real diehard kindred spirit loyalists in the administration. And they're seeing good times ahead. They're seeing all their plans and all this is going forward. So they're not concerned of them beating up the protesters or nothing. To them, the forest was good. Everything is good. What's going on with his family? I don't know. Does he have kids? I'm trying to figure out who this is. Let's see. What does it mean? There's things going on in this family. I don't think that does he have a son? I'm not sure if this is a son. I think this is. I don't know. I have to look. Does he have little kids? Things aren't good. He's working a lot, or so-called working a lot. There's a lot of mess going on as a family. There's a lot of I don't think that their house is happy. I think that there's a lot of regret in that family. I don't know if it's his wife or what. I don't know if things are going to come out in regards to his family. But there's a lot of sadness in the house, a lot of depression in the house, a lot of mess in the house. And he's acting like he's not concerned with what's going on at home. He's just working. And he's not concerned of what the mess is going on at home. Okay. So I wish I would have done the energy of Klaus Schwab or whatever, and him and Trudeau. I want to see Trudeau's relationship with Canadians. I already see that, you know, so I'm going to put Canada in the feminine position, even though Trudeau is also feminine. And see, that's the problem with feminine men. If they don't get a hold of their femininity and their feminine ways, when they're young and understand it, they act out and they want to assert their dominance or their male energy, because people have always told them that they are, you know, feminine, they're not manly enough, they're metrosexual. They always get those digs, and we can hear that even when people talk about him crossing his leg. He's heard that since he's a kid. So this little bit of power he's getting, these powers he's getting, he's asserting his dominance. Like, I am man. He has something to prove. And that's the scary part. Where someone that's an emperor, and that's the same thing with Biden, someone that's an emperor, that's already alpha, they don't have to prove anything. They already feel that they're the man. That's why people call Trump narcissist, because he's the emperor. He's not narcissistic. He just feels like he's the most manly man and the alpha man in the room. It has nothing to do with narcissism. It's just his energy. Okay. Canada. The riots are right now, not the riots, but the processions, the people coming to the streets. That's what's going on between Canada and Trudeau. Let's see. He is being greedy. He wants dominion over everything. He's being greedy. He doesn't know how to stop. He wants more and more and more. He's fattening himself up, you know, emotionally, financially. He wants more and more and more and more. He's being gluttonous. See, Canada. Canada's ready to just combust. Tear it all down, and we started. He doesn't realize what he's playing with. He may get and Canada's aren't very, you know, they're not like here in America. We're used to protesting and, you know, angry and all that. I think if he doesn't work the energy, especially, I said, it's ready to just like, the energy of Canada right now is like a fuse ready to go off. But he doesn't care. He's just, he wants more and more and more. What does yes, look at this. He just wants attain. He wants to get more. Attain, get more, get more. Look at, she's fat too. He just wants more and more and more. That's what he wants from getting more and more and more. All his dreams, hopes, just getting fat. He wants more. And like I said, with this tower and this, we're at the flashpoint. Look at the card. We're at the flashpoint. And this card came up in our monthly reading too in America with Biden. But ours was financially, but this is going on within the people going to the streets, you know, and the chaos and they're ready to blow. Is someone going to give the people and the people of Canada a hand, or are they just going to free fall right into this flashpoint of the tower energy? Like they have nothing to lose. The moon, a lot of secretness. A lot of secretness is going on with Trudeau. A lot of secretness. People are watching him. There's a lot of secretness and hidden things. Things are very hidden. The people are tired. They're feeling so burdened. When people don't feel like they have a lot to lose, ain't no telling. But they're feeling the burden. They're feeling the burden. They're ready. They have inspiration. Inspiration of thoughts and actions to go forward, but also hands. Inspiration to start hitting things. They're tired. But I think that's what Trudeau wants. He wants them to get violent. Canadians don't get violent. But I see that you guys are there. The leading lady. The community, the lady, what's her name that did the GoFundMe? She's going to be very important in the community. People are going to rally behind her. But also realize, I forgot what her name is that you're going to be a main focus. You're going to be the main focus on the state. But also I see that, you know, you need to stay strong. You can be the head lady of this caravan. I think her name was Trisha or Trina or something like this. You can become a real leader in your community. People are feeling that they can't move, that their movements are being constricted, that they can't see which way to go. They're feeling stuck, but for some reason, even though you're feeling stuck and you can't move, you guys did this to yourselves. And, you know, even walking away, it's like you felt like you couldn't move. Maybe that this was the thing, so you guys kind of walked away. But you're trying to balance and figure out which way to go now. You know, one of you guys are ready to fight and one's not. And they're trying to make you guys out to be criminals. So I think there's like, it's trying to get the both groups together. It could be also even, let's see what's going to happen in Canada this year. There's going to be some success. I'm seeing things are going to change. I'm seeing, I'm worried about this lovers. They're stroking his ego, but I'm seeing that there's going to be some success of the people, but I think there's a man that's like a fatherly kind of figure, a man. Also with Trina and then that lady, Candace Bulge, she can make something of herself right now too, but that lady can, from the thing, there's a man that can, he can lend comfort to the people. He can make things change. I'm worried about when things change. So things are going to change in 2023. Remember how I said Canada, there's the Lovers and Devil coming up, and in 2023 for Justin is the Hermit and the Moon. So things can change. And going into a man could come forward, things can change drastically in this year if we make the right decisions. If you guys make the right decisions and not, you know, comfort the clown, which is Trudeau, which he keeps showing, he was showing up as the clown, and see how some of the same cards are coming up for Trudeau as in Biden. There's we don't want him to have this magician energy, which is coming up in 2024, that he can change himself. We can change it where the people can bring power back to the people. It's up to you. What time? So this is what I'm saying right now for Canada and Justin. If you guys have any questions of what else you guys want to know about what's going on in Canada, Justin Trudeau, whatever, put them below. And when I do my, you know, current events, I'll add that in there. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.